Well, I mean, Goku and Uub were pretty much sharing carrots in the hyperbolic time chamber, if you know what I'm saying.
What the fuck, Unreal?
Alex just comes out of nowhere and just says something gay.
No, hey.
Lance, mute yourself.
Oh, sorry.
See, the thing is,
Jesus,
what's
dude.
funny about what you just said about Uub is the fact that so many people are throwing in so many ideas as to what may or may not happen. But I think the worst thing that I've seen so far was the whole, like, God of Destruction Uub thing. I was just like, what?
Oh,
like,
no.
I saw that and I was like, how?
Yeah.
How? Like, just...
Oh, I know
The only way, there's only one way I can see that to work. There's only one way.
Wait, really?
Somehow Beerus, there's only one way I can see that actually work. If somehow Beerus died, and Whis were like, Goku, I need someone to replace Beerus.
Wouldn't that be Vegeta then?
But like,
So what are we talking about again? Wait.
I mean, like,
Hold on, what are we talking about?
I know neither you or Vegeta are going to take the position, so I need you to find someone that you see capable and strong enough to take the position. Since I know you're not going to do it.
Uub sucks. I never liked Uub. Uub was only good.
I mean, wait. Let's cut you off there. Yeah, I mean, Uub did suck in Dragon Ball Z, but they might change him. They might change everything about him.
How did Uub suck in Dragon Ball Z? He was around for one episode.
I mean, GT Uub sucked. That's what I'm saying. GT Uub was never good.
Well, that's because GT sucked as a whole. So
there was no good
episode.
But actually,
it was all about Goku, nothing else.
Exactly, and Pan. Oh my God, Pan. Oh,
yeah. Stop.
If they did more with Uub and GT, I could have saw like how what not Toritaro, but Young Gigi did with Uub when he did that Majin thing where Uub could turn into something similar.
Yo, there's so much potential for Uub. Like, there's so many things you can do with Uub. Not just Uub, but just Dragon Ball right now. But the question is, it's like, are they? I think the biggest question is, are they gonna move past the Dragon Ball Z ending?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
Well,
I mean, you're mentioning about it.
That's a tricky question.
You're mentioning about Uub because one.
But if Dragon Ball Super is doing well, you know, it's making sales, it's, you know, getting out there, getting more popular, then they'll practically have no choice. Because, you know, Toei, you know, if Dragon Ball Super is a cash cow, they're not going to give that up.
To a degree, because remember Dragon Ball Z was a cash cow and they just ended it there?
Well, yeah. I'm going to call it.
And it's arguable that people will say Dragon Ball Z back in the day was way more popular than Dragon Ball is now, which is an argument to say. But even during that time, it was still hot as shit because they just came off of killing Kid Buu and then it ended.
Right.
Look, here's
and plus, there is a possibility that plus there's also the possibility because you know Akira Toriyama doesn't want to keep Akira does not like keep on going at it when it worked, but then again he could do something
people
like
have the misconception that he's the same dude like the One Punch not the One Punch, the One Piece dude. Like the One Piece writer keeps on going. I mean, you can't expect Akira to go that long.
But then there's also could be a thing where there is a small possibility, and I'm not going to give anyone fear or anything like that. Who knows? Maybe Akira Toriyama might pass the torch to Toritaro.
Wait, if he does that, do you guys think it's a good or bad idea?
It's a good idea.
I think
I know some of you guys in here don't like Toritaro.
I mean, like if he passes the torch, and that he at least if Toritaro need like guidance or something that he needs to know or probably needs help with, like he can go to Akira if he needs something to back him up with an idea.
Because I know some of you guys in here don't like Toyotaro too much because, you know...
I mean, I like Toyotaro. It's just that I just don't think he's been around long enough to, you know, be considered a worthy, you know, successor to Toriyama. Because, like, Toriyama,
but what about, like, his arc?
He's done so much.
That's, dude, you're doing that whole thing with wanking off Toriyama again. People need to stop doing that. He ain't the greatest person in the world.
But then again, you gotta understand, Toriyama. That's only in you gotta remember, Toriyama's opinion of him is the only thing that matters. Because if he sees and he believes that Toyotaro is good enough to be the one to take after him, then can you argue? Can you argue with him? Can you tell him no? Can you tell him I don't want Toyotaro to be the one to take after him?
All right, look, Toriyama's a great guy. Okay, Toritaro's pretty good as long as the story keeps going, and as long as Toritaro, if he gets the role, as long as he does a good job. Like I said, I can see a time skip after, you know, towards the end of Z, right, when Uub is there. I'm going to say here's going to happen. I think Jocko, right, can bring, like, kidnap a villain similar to Baby, and that's the next arc. That would be pretty badass, because Baby was a cool character. At least the concept of Baby was awesome.
So, like, another Wadagash or something?
I'd rather
Baby would be cool, but...
No, not one.
Something like a concept similar to that. Yeah.
I would tell you now, out of all things, if they did keep one concept, I don't care how they would do it, but I would love them to keep Baby, as in just keep his concept if they could. As long as they don't do him, I mean, as long as they don't do him like you know how some characters when they get taken, as they fix that one issue with him that happened in DT. If they can fix that one thing, then I don't care. Keep Baby. Keep him there because he was a freaking savage.
I mean, why would Toei do that? Because obviously they've seen, you know, the overall hate of GT.
How about they bring in Raikon?
But they also saw that people love Baby a little bit too, because Baby just how he appeared and how he came as a character.
But they're not going to do anything with that concept anyway.
Yeah, but see, Baby had a concept. You know, he wanted revenge on the Saiyans, and the Saiyans did a lot of bad shit. But the thing is, you think about it, you know, maybe the Baby character could come to Universe 6. You know, you never know.
I mean, you know, for all we know, he could be, you know, I guess envisioned as someone else. Like maybe he has the same ideas, but he's not exactly Baby.
Yeah. But the whole narrative of Baby and the whole like character of him infecting, I mean, I guess they kind of paid tribute to that when we had the whole copy Vegeta stuff and the whole Zamasu taking over Goku's body instead of Vegeta's. That's like kind of like a bait and switch kind of thing, you know?
That's why I kind of like the one concept of GT that I liked where he had it, where it seems like things you've done in the past will come back for you. Your past successes will become your past failures.
Right. Everybody correct. So what if Kaba has a villain similar to Baby, and he asks for Goku and Vegeta's help, and the whole gang goes to Universe 6 to help fight this guy that's similar to Baby?
Well, I mean, dude, why do you think they would do that? Because just look at how hard it was to gather up everyone now with the whole universe survival arc. Why would everyone go so far to go to Universe 6's universe when they know nothing about it?
Because of Vegeta.
Yeah, I mean Goku, Vegeta, yeah, but it's like everyone else. I don't know, like not even Goku.
Piccolo decide they don't fight, Namek. They just go help because they just go help out Universe 6.
One day already fear what would happen if Goku dies and if Vegeta dies because they know they'll get fucked if something happens to him. So there's a potential that some of them might go just to be like that reassurance, like, you know what, I'm gonna go just in case because I know if these two guys die and basically it comes to our universe, we're fucked.
I kind of wish they even got rid of them in the beginning.
You could call Piccolo the Goku Vegeta Captain Savaho.
Well, I mean, for all we know, we could go off and do a Universe 6 side story.
Yeah, Dazzle just said Universe 6 Saiyans don't go around invading and conquering other civilizations.
Exactly. Or maybe a freaking Pride Trooper side story. Sheesh, I'd be all down for that.
I'd be down for that. Hey, but can you argue with that, Alex? Piccolo, the Captain Savaho of the Team 7.
Do you guys just find the whole Super storyline? They don't really make complete sense. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean,
I'm still wondering what the hell is.
But even so, I mean, I think freaking Toei, they use that to their advantage because a lot of Dragon Ball fans, they have nostalgia of Dragon Ball Z and Dragon Ball. So at this point, Toei doesn't really rely on it making the most sense because they already know the fans have that nostalgia factor in their minds. So even if it doesn't make sense, they're still gonna not care as much.
I mean, like
that's why I also look at it as everyone has an idea when it comes to possibilities, and possibilities is a good thing. We all talking about all these possibilities of what can happen. Like shit, this is actually a good thing. But at the same time, that's why I look at those that also say, okay, this is not going to happen. That's a bad idea, stupid, or anything like that. You kind of ruining a chance where this person's idea might become something that will one day become like Toyotaro or even like Young GT or any of the DBZ freaking fandom's ideas. Just because you think it wouldn't happen doesn't mean it won't happen. Cause look what the fuck happened. We have a female character who looks like freaking Broly.
Yeah, but I mean, it's like you just. Oh wait, what were you gonna say?
We have a female character looking like Broly. Can you say, "Oh wait, I know that Broly was gonna come in, but I didn't think they would use a girl or make a female Saiyan exist and make her look like Broly"? Like, yeah,
well, I mean, dude, that's because this is all fan service. And fan service, it can only work for so long.
Yeah, like fan service can only go
whole
so long.
Dragon Ball Super is just fan service, right?
Yeah,
technically, yeah.
But
yeah,
I mean, we shouldn't complain because for many years there was a time where we didn't get shit.
Yeah, like we didn't get anything. Like,
okay, I mean, even so, you know, it's like, can you really see Dragon Ball Super going into like the 2020s? Like, I mean, just what
I think they can. They have the material.
Really?
Yeah, they have the material.
Why not?
It's not like they can't. It's just a question of if they want to.
Yeah, like because like, do you guys feel that they kind of ruined the whole like? Okay, personally, I think I personally think they kind of ruined the whole like just like going forward after the Zamasu arc by getting the Omni King to destroy Zamasu, because that just kind of shows that like the heroes really
they had to. This motherfucker couldn't die.
But I mean, they don't have to worry because they have Beerus. They have
but they don't rely on them though. I mean, that's like saying hey, let's go get Beerus to fight Zamasu. They didn't do that. They went over there just to see what was going on with the other Zamasu, in which Beerus said, "Yo, I can help you. I just don't want to."
But that's why I said I think I said this idea to you before one day when I was in here on Real about what if actually from what happens in the Universal Tournament after Goku wins or something, and from his actions and from what's going on, that a punishment for both Goku and all the people from Universe 7, well, not all of them, but the ones that are basically met Goku and Vegeta and all that.
In my opinion, there should only be one punishment for Goku, and that's Beerus having to just look at him and be like, yo, you've disrespected me for too long, you went against me, we had the tournament, you were fortunate enough to win, but it's time for you to fucking pay your debts because you can't just keep doing this. I mean, he was about to fucking blow him away until he tricked him with that button. So I mean, who doesn't want to see a rematch?
As in a punishment for all the mortals of all the universes, as in.
Well, I mean,
no, not even that. It can just be another wager to where he can just tell Goku, listen, fight me. If you lose, I kill you, or maybe I destroy your planet or something like that. And if you win, you shut me up. I mean, because we've always wanted to see them go at it one more time, especially now. And the question is,
if you win, you become the next God of Destruction.
I mean, the punishment from Daikaishin. I mean, a punishment from the Daikaishin. Like, he realizes, like, he's been monetizing everything that's been going on. So maybe he realized from noticing, okay, Goku is kind of a little bit dangerous. He's basically caused a lot of misconceptions to happen just because of his actions.
A lot of things.
Well, I mean, it's because of Beerus and the Kaioshin.
Yeah,
they're in charge of Goku.
Maybe if Beerus never came to Earth, that it would have been a better idea for the mortals not meeting the gods. Because of them meeting the gods, we've had to deal with so many issues. So maybe it's
our universe would eventually have gotten destroyed.
Yeah, but that's why I also see that's what I mean as an idea. Like maybe that Daikaishin punishes Goku and Vegeta where they can't interact with the gods above the Kais. Like that's it. You're done. You've been stripped of that ability to do that.
Well, I mean, I could see the Daishinkan actually, taking Beerus's title away because he's been so incompetent, sleeping. And then, look at Shin.
What about Ramush? Ramush is one of the laziest gods. Champa too. Vados ratted him out when Zeno first came about. It wouldn't be fair just to take Beerus's title away because there are other gods like Ramush that don't even do that.
Actually, technically, every single god that's participating in the tournament is...
Right. But Beerus, he has the second to lowest mortal level.
Yeah. I mean, even though we all know what happened, but mainly, like, Goku, Vegeta, they wouldn't be all those in Universe 7. They're probably, I would say, like, they're the only ones that remember everything was going on with the tournament and all that stuff. But, 2, they lose, they are not permitted to use their God Key. And 1, they would not be able to use their God Key. 2, everyone in their universe does not remember what happened except those 2, and that they can never interact with Beerus and Whis again. Like Beerus and Whis could be, I can see like Beerus and Whis far away from Earth, and they're like, so Lord Beerus, I guess our time with the mortals or with Goku and Vegeta is over and everything else, and just go away, and that's it with them 2.
So do you want GT to connect to Dragon Ball Super? Is that what you're saying? You want GT to actually happen?
It's not that I want it to happen, but I mean as in, you gotta admit, Goku is gonna get something that just would make even Daikaishin look at him as you interacting with us gods, the ones above the Kais and everything. You interacting with us, it's causing us more trouble than when you wasn't.
No, yeah, because reality is Goku is a threat because like him possibly surpassing maybe in the Universe 9 God of Destruction.
I mean,
I can see that
even
happening.
so, he's the protagonist. It's Goku. Of course, they're not going to make a punishment so harsh to the point to where he's completely taken out of the story, or the story completely retconned.
I kind of wish they were to get rid of
something. But you could do something like as a punishment, and this is a punishment that will affect a lot of fans in a way, but that
it would.
They can't use God Key ever again. They can never use God Key ever again.
No,
that was
wait, but then what's the point of Dragon Ball Super? Because Dragon Ball Super's been about the gods. So if you take that away, you're basically
like if you
I'm saying, like, have you ever seen how with the gods? There's one thing that's even in religion and anything like this. There has been moments where gods have given mortal gifts. The monster even said this.
Right.
But what if the gods take those gifts away? Such as you have now lost your permission to use God Key. You have been stripped of this ability. You have now lost your permission to do so. Like,
no, that's not likely. It's not
maybe
likely.
Nothing is likely, Emish. Hypotheticals are not meant to be likely.
But that's why they formulate great discussions. That's why it's just like you can't.
No, but hypotheticals need to be based on something that matters or that's relevant first for it to be hypothetical.
Why?
Hey, Emish.
Hi.
I get what you mean, Emish. I'm mainly just saying
that one guy's like, "Hi, Emish," as if like, "Oh God, he's gonna fucking destroy our hypotheticals."
No, I'm not here to do that. I'm actually here to join in on it, but I'm just saying.
But yeah, I get what you're saying, Emish.
You need to talk more. I see you typing in the chat. We want to hear what you got to say.
What do you have to say?
Honestly, I'm not even sure what you guys are talking about entirely.
We're talking about like the end of Z. Will it be retconned?
But I mean,
but that is
yes.
The end of the end of Z.
Are they going to move past the ending of Z with Uub?
Yeah.
Yes, 100%.
No, I think they'll twist it. I think they'll twist it.
But they're not going to past that one moment when they leave together, right?
Yeah.
I don't see that. I mean, not for that long. I don't see Goku leaving for that long unless they do a time skip. I would say that's probably the most logical thing.
But I mean, like, what's gonna happen to Beerus and Whis? If it comes to that,
they become complete side characters. Probably become complete side characters.
I mean, it's just that they've
more of the
impacted
punishment they get is
Dragon
their
Ball
God
Super
Key
so much.
is taken away. Or something aids
even
like that.
So, it's like I guess it would just
not
be
even that, but a punishment could be
on the
never to
series.
contact them again.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Like
never receiving any training and just cut off of complete communication.
Yeah, that's what I was trying to get at. That was what I was trying to get at.
Cut off from
Goku can still talk to the King of Everything.
Well, maybe that gets taken away.
No, that would have to.
If he can't talk to Beerus, why would he be able to talk to the Omni King?
Yeah, that's what I mean.
No,
that's what I was trying to get at. Like, basically,
who would be giving him this ban? Like Beerus, because Beerus
can't
do much. Like
Beerus or Daikaishin, it'd probably be one of them.
Yeah, but Beerus loves Earth food too much. I couldn't imagine Beerus staying away.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, if the Daishinkan says don't go to Earth, then he can't go to Earth.
Maybe their final fight, like Beerus tells Goku, after this final fight, we can never see each other again. Like, this will be our final battle.
I don't know, man. I just feel like Toei's they're gonna milk this to the very end.
Oh yeah,
wait, hold on. I'm sorry. Wait, are you guys talking about the end of Super, or what are we talking? What's the because?
How
that what?
Yeah, like how long will it go for?
Oh no, it's gonna go for a while. I have a feeling it's gonna go for a while.
Right.
Yeah.
So what do you guys think is going to go down like after the whole Universal arc? Because like
Yamcha Black.
I think. To be honest, I think we're actually going to go into a side story because we've never really had like a legit side story, like not some filler.
Oh yeah.
Obviously, Goku's is Dragon Toriyama's bread and butter. I can't see that happening. Maybe a movie, but what about the original time travel from Universe 10? What if he comes in?
They got no business in the Universe 10 anymore.
Yeah.
No, well, I meant the original time travel.
The only thing I can see happening is Vegeta's interest in Universe 6's homeworld of Planet Sadal. Because he did tell Kaba, he was like, maybe I'll come visit. And I was like, oh shit.
Right. But it's like he told Kaba that like years ago at this point. Like, because, you guys can't forget the Universe 6 arc happened years ago. So obviously, Vegeta would have acted on it by now. If he was
when his primary focus was Black, and then he had the baby, and then this tournament coming up, it's like in between that, it's like maybe he could have, but Or maybe they did. Who knows?
Hey, Unreal, I got a question for you, and I also got a question for Imaj. So when we saw the time rings, how many did you count besides the silver one?
There were 4 green and 1 silver, right?
4 greens, right? So one timeline that's Trump's timeline. One timeline that is our current timeline. One timeline is basically where Cell came from, correct?
Yeah.
So there's one more timeline that hasn't. So there is one more timeline that wasn't answered.
What about the timeline that Weiss mentioned? You know, where Black and Zamasu were still there, because that's the timeline
that would add another. That would add another ring.
Right.
When you think about it, that would add another ring.
Right. And then the
timeline. Wouldn't Omni King destroying the universe also erase the ring?
That should have.
Well, we don't know for sure because for all we know, the rings could be
But I mean, because there are 4 rings. There were 4 rings in a box, right?
No,
so that means there's one more timeline that we have never really explored.
Wait a minute, but doesn't Michael Jordan also have 6 rings confirmed?
Tom Brady has 5.
Oh my
He's the
God,
real time traveler up in this.
I mean, there's 4 time rings. There's one more timeline that we never really got to check about as much.